In a television landscape where longevity is rare and consistency even rarer, NCIS has long stood as a titan. For over 2 decades, the series has delivered gripping cases, evolving character arcs, and a sense of familiarity that has kept audiences coming back year after year. But in its monumental 500th episode, the show did something few fans were prepared for. It broke hearts in a way that may forever redefine its legacy. The milestone episode, heavily promoted as a celebration of everything NCIS has achieved, instead became a turning point. In a shocking twist that sent waves across social media within minutes of airing, one of the show's most beloved characters was killed off in dramatic fashion. The episode began as many milestone episodes do, with callbacks to the past. Familiar faces were referenced, subtle nods were made to earlier seasons, and the tone felt nostalgic. It was, at first glance, a tribute to the journey that brought the team to this point. But beneath the surface, tension simmered. As the case unfolded, the stakes grew higher than usual. The team found themselves entangled in a dangerous operation involving a high-level threat, one that required personal risk and emotional sacrifice. The writing was tight, the pacing relentless, and the danger felt real in a way that hadn't been seen in recent seasons. Then came the moment no one expected. In a climactic sequence, the character, long a cornerstone of the series, made a split-second decision that would change everything. Choosing to put themselves in harm's way to save others, they ultimately paid the ultimate price. The scene was raw, emotional, and devastatingly final. There was no last-minute rescue, no miraculous survival. Just silence, shock, and the realization that NCIS had truly crossed a line it could never uncross. Within moments of the episode airing, fans flooded online platforms with reactions ranging from disbelief to heartbreak. Many praised the show's boldness, calling it one of the most powerful episodes in years. Others questioned the decision, arguing that such a significant loss felt too heavy for what was meant to be a celebratory milestone. This was supposed to honor 500 episodes, not traumatize us, one fan wrote. Another countered, "This is exactly why NCIS still matters. It took a risk, and it paid off." The divide reflects a broader truth about long-running series. Maintaining relevance often requires reinvention, even when it comes at a cost. Following the episode, the actor behind the fallen character spoke out in an emotional statement that offered insight into the decision and its impact. While the departure was undoubtedly shocking to viewers, the actor revealed that it had been in discussion for some time. It wasn't something that happened overnight, they shared. We talked about where the character was going, what kind of legacy they would leave behind, and how we could make their exit meaningful, not just for the story, but for the fans who've been there from the beginning. The actor described filming the final scenes as one of the hardest experiences of their career. There were tears, real ones, they admitted. Not just from me, but from everyone on set. This wasn't just a character leaving. It felt like saying goodbye to a family. Despite the emotional weight, the actor expressed pride in how the storyline was handled. "If this had to be the end, I couldn't have asked for a more powerful way to go out." Showrunners have since explained that the choice to kill off such a central character was driven by a desire to push the narrative forward. After 500 episodes, the challenge becomes not just telling stories, but telling stories that still feel urgent and impactful. "We didn't want the 500th episode to be safe," one producer explained. "We wanted it to matter." By introducing real consequences and irreversible change, the series has opened the door to new dynamics within the team. Relationships will shift, leadership may evolve, and the emotional fallout will likely ripple through upcoming episodes. "This isn't something the team will just move on from," the producer added. "It changes everything." For longtime viewers, the loss is deeply personal. The character wasn't just part of the team, they were part of the show's identity. Their presence helped define what NCIS is at its core, a blend of professionalism, loyalty, and humanity. Over the years, the character delivered countless memorable moments, whether through humor, courage, or quiet strength. Their absence will undoubtedly leave a void that cannot be easily filled. Yet in many ways, that's the point. By giving the characters such a significant and emotional send-off, the show ensures that their legacy will continue to resonate. Future episodes will likely honor that impact, weaving it into the ongoing story in meaningful ways. With this dramatic shift, NCIS enters a new era, one marked by uncertainty and change. How will the team cope with the loss? Who will step up in the aftermath? And can the show maintain its balance without one of its most integral pieces? These questions linger as the series moves forward, adding a renewed sense of intrigue. For fans, the 500th episode will be remembered not just as a milestone, but as a moment of transformation. It's a reminder that even the most familiar stories can still surprise us, and that sometimes the most powerful storytelling comes from taking the biggest risks. In the end, NCIS did exactly what great television is meant to do. It made people feel something. The decision to kill off a major character in such a landmark episode may be controversial, but it's undeniably impactful. It sparks conversation, evokes emotion, and ensures that the episode will be remembered for years to come. As the actor so poignantly put it, characters may leave, but their stories don't, and neither does the love people have for them. For a show built on loyalty and resilience, that sentiment couldn't be more fitting. And as NCIS moves beyond its 500th episode, one thing is certain: the past may be gone, but its echoes will shape everything that comes next.